Now, what we've discovered recently, these adaptive networks are extremely concerning, and especially in the UK, because we're not a communist country. Okay, we have a democracy and we've got the rule of law, or so you would think. However, this equipment, this is a video recorder. Okay, it can do ANPR. It can take ANPR and images and can track people in a space. Okay, so this is Wickham Front Street. It's a small village outside of Gateshead. So there you'll see it. So that's your vision engine. That's it there, close up. But underneath it, you've actually got a radar element. Okay. So there you have the vision engine. It's called Hikvision. Hikvision's Chinese, and poses a significant risk. Now, obviously, your local authorities have purchased into this, and in America, due to the threats to national security, right, these devices, these are an unacceptable risk to national, so your security, which basically has been thrown out the window. This equipment can allow the CCP to surveil the people of Wickham, people of Gateshead, people of Newcastle, right, and poses a national security threat. Hikvision is banned, same as Huawei's banned, right, due to nefarious activities that were discovered. Now, the British government have banned Huawei. However, they're still allowing it to be deployed. They're still allowing the hardware, which we've discovered in the Unix equipment, to be deployed. So basically, all it is, smoke and mirrors. So when they banned it, it's just to placate MPs, but they just carry on. Yeah, or to placate the security services, but just carry on with that criminal enterprise. Now, here you have a 5G mesh. This is the unit here, the antennas. So you've got your video recorder there. You've got your mesh taking the data straight back to the Chinese Communist Party, and you've got radar aiming at the general population without any environmental impact analysis. Also, the fact that these are over 3.5 meters from the ground, there's been no plant mission for this telecommunications network. They've basically said it doesn't exist. Well, it does, because I can see it there, and I'm pretty sure everybody else can see it. I think everybody can see that. Yeah, so this is Wickham Highway. This is a school. All the children are being mass irradiated as they cross these junctions. Extremely problematic. This technology. This is the top of Lobley Hill, just round the corner. So it shows they're on all these traffic lights. Okay. You've got radar. People have got no idea they're being mass surveilled, right? And that information is being directly sent back to a data center in China. Why do the Chinese want the data? Lots of different reasons. The radar in particular, right, can scan what was actually injected, some of the contaminants that were injected into people or on them. Yeah. So here we'll have the scanner. These are radar. Radar's not safe, right? And there are exclusion zones. Any radar emitter, there's exclusion zones in and around it, as the Ministry of Defence will tell you. All of this type of fusion technology, you've got to be protected from it. However, there's no protection here to pedestrians or cyclists or the general population. And like, as I said, they haven't done an environmental impact analysis. So they're basically mass irradiating you with cancer-causing brain injury type technologies. These cause significant detrimental health effects and aren't motion sensors. We'll come to that in a minute. So here we'll have the Unix traffic gun, and we've got the stereoscopic. Now, did you know when you're standing at a pedestrian crossing in Newcastle, you had these stereoscopic cameras taking images of you? So basically mass surveillance of everybody walking through the city, and they can be tracked, and the AI operating platform can see them. So that's inside it. There's the two vision engines. However, what is this? These are 48, there's 48 laser diodes there, infrared. So what are they playing at? What are they doing? In this unit, it's got large local computing capability. So that's very concerning that the council have put these up without any public consultation to mass surveil you travelling through a city. And not only just mass surveil you, a lot of people don't mind being spied on when they know they're going to get cancer off it and might change that tune. Or how can activate what was actually deliberately injected into people just recently and is killing a lot of people. So here we have a CE approved electronic assault weapon. As you can see, it has a gun sight, and these antennas are actually situated on a ceramic substrate and this aluminium cooling block, because that is what is deemed to be an electromagnetic radiation assault weapon. Okay, it's a radar gun that can aim through a synthetic aperture. There's the other element, and as you'll see, once inside it, we discovered once again 32 antennas on a ceramic substrate. This is a cavity-backed weapon system. Okay, so someone's planning not just to injure you, but to cause you significant harm. So when the balloon goes up, they can stop you in a city. So that's Westgate Road, Port Westgate Road, next to the Castle Keep. Now we went up to further up into Newcastle. There you'll go, figure 2. Everybody knows about this. That's a stereoscopic video recorder. So another data capture. The internal is the internals are high-speed modem and band. The wave band Synetron Gemalto unit. So this is Buick Street, because for some inexplicable reason, these local authorities, they like to have the evidence. You know, you can't just show them a picture because they'll just deny it. Like Transport for London have just denied putting this hardware in and said it's not, you know, because I haven't seen the actual streets. It's all just figment of my imagination. Well, that's not a figment of my imagination. Now that one, interestingly enough, is aimed. Look at it again. It's aimed at a pedestrian's head. So there's the gun sight. This is the Unix traffic, and this one's aimed at a pedestrian's head. And there you go. There's a better picture of the ceramic substrate. You've got the thick aluminium block, the coolant block, and electronics are hid behind that. It's what's called radiation hardened. So it's a radiation hardened weapon system. Can cause significant injury and certain death. I mean, sensors, all electronic sensors can cause heart attacks. These things are specifically designed to cause you either brain injury or heart attack. So these are electronic assault weapons. Obviously, at the minute, they're just scanning people. It's quite interesting, this. So Chinatown, well, Newcastle City Council have turned the whole of Newcastle and the surrounding areas into the Chinese Communist Party surveilled city. So I've been surveilled by the Chinese thanks to your this transport adaptive network. Okay. No care for the people's health. We're going to have a look inside the Hikvision unit here. So there you have it. You can see the GPS antennas, LTE antenna there. So we'll just get a quick look inside. Unbelievable. This is your government. This is a so-called democracy and the rule of law, and they breach several Telecommunications Act, environmental acts, assault to cause actual bodily harm. I mean, if these people are that thick, they don't know what an electronic assault weapon looks like, or just the fact that they're mass surveilling. I mean, when did they ever ask our permission to mass surveil us on behalf of the Chinese Communist Party? Because I can't remember them ever mentioning that in any of that you know, paraphernalia that they send out, whether it be the Labour Party, the Conservatives, or the Liberal Democrats, or the Greens. There's nothing in anything in there says that they're going to mass surveil us for the Chinese. There's the laser diode head. Now, what's quite interesting, you only require 3 and look at the small cable. So you've got a small cable, and we've got a large power harness to the 24 in the front there, so you can see that. So you've got a massive amount of power potential. These are laser diodes. These are laser diodes, but you only need 3 for a camera, but they've got 24 phased array in this one. So that's the one just next to Buick Street, but they're all over the whole of Newcastle, in and out of Newcastle. So as you come in, as you go out, see the thickness of the cable. It's really important you see that, because that's all that is required to drive laser diodes to be able to look into an area. Okay, so here you have the box that we've just shown you on top of the traffic light at Lobley Hill, the one in Wickham. There you go, LAN, Wi-Fi. You see the antenna, yeah, GPS antenna, and that's the company QRO, okay, made in the United Kingdom. Everything in there, probably the steel case is made in the United Kingdom. Everything inside there is made in China. And it has a Chinese controller. So it's a mesh network, like I said, illegally deployed, covertly deployed, no public consultation. Do you know you're being mass surveilled in your own city by the Chinese? Well, the answer is no to that. And you see what happens with people. They expect the regulatory bodies to uphold the law in the first instance, and obviously they haven't done that here. Okay. Now, this box has been took to pieces just to make it easier. So there's the modem, the high-speed modem. Yeah. It sends the information directly. It's basically like, you know, it's a little bit more sophisticated than what's in your mobile phone. Okay. And it then sends the data back to wherever. So that's where you put your little, that's where you would put your SIM card, and then that goes back to China. Okay. Here you have the storage, so massive storage capability, so video storage locally, as well as sending the information externally. And there you see another element, right? Another SIM card socket. Okay. Obviously, they were removed due to the fact that they can use it to track wherever this video was taken. Okay. So there you have large amounts of data capability, large amounts of data, large amounts of storage capacity, and then obviously filtered, sent back to, and then sent to China. So we're now at a significant threat, right, due to the complicity of local authorities. The radar element, you can see it's pretty toxic even in a vehicle, but a pedestrian or cyclist, you're at significantly higher risk. Probably one of the reasons why they want everybody in cycles, right, bicycles, so that you've got no protection. At least you've got some protection inside that cabin. You've got none as a pedestrian or a cyclist. And unfortunately, these do cause cancer, because you've got a focused beam that basically is potentially ionizing radiation through multi-photon ionization. Okay, very high frequency spectrum, and there you've got your pedestrians. Once again, no protection from the mass invasive radiation. And we've seen several, not just two. We're seeing, you know, multiple numbers of these radar type scanners on these pedestrian crossings will be mass surveilled, right? Now, away to be removed from the UK. Well, it's a bit late, isn't it? So we're into 26 now, and we're still seeing these deployments. So someone's not doing their job somewhere. So I hope someone sends this to someone that might want to do their job and get these weapons removed, because that's exactly what they are. Okay. Anyway, God bless everybody. Share far and wide. We are not living in China, but these characters at your local authority would love you too.